Make them respect the name that set you right.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, but his skill isn't young. And if he stays focused and
And it's the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Look at Cleveland. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
Hey, I wish I could say I saw it coming, but the truth is there was no way to see it coming. Nothing about this team indicated they'd be where they are now.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Anthony. Thomas is out there with Jordan. Then there's Ilgauskas. And it's Randolph in at the fourth spot. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hamilton. Johnson in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got the first points up on the board for Cleveland.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Thomas. He's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assist.
Here's Johnson. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Young. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Thomas with the ball. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. He dishes it to Anthony. That's good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
He doesn't get the second one. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Antetokounmpo. Young with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
There's the screen. Here's Johnson. That one wide left.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Jordan. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Antetokounmpo dishes to Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys."
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
Here's Johnson. The Clippers getting the bucket. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Isaiah Thomas. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Anthony sets the pick for Thomas. Outside Anthony. Fires the three. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now, Jordan. Thaddeus Young missing on his three. 4 on the clock. And that one's good, Anthony.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Hamilton outside. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Young. Johnson kicks to Young. Back to Johnson. It's Young on the wing. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Johnson attacking. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Johnson's got 8 points. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Thomas passes to Randolph. 11 feet away. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Ilgauskas has got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers trailing. Johnson dishes to Young. The feed to Antetokounmpo. Screened by Young. Antetokounmpo against Thomas. Antetokounmpo kicks to Adams, and he dunks it down.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Los Angeles timeout.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. 4th in free throw percentage, 4th in fast break points, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And talking about how consistent they've been at the foul line, so often it's an afterthought, but the good teams find a way to make teams pay for sending them to the free throw line. That's been a key all season.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Here's Anthony. Crowder pulls it in. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Hamilton. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Randolph. Here's Johnson. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. He lobs it up, and Young slams it home.
Surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Johnson against Anthony. Pass to Jefferson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Cleveland?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. A different look now for Cleveland. Crawford comes in for Young, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Magic Johnson. He hits the second from the line.
Thank you, Cleveland!
The Clippers trail. It's Jordan on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
For Cleveland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Hamilton. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Hamilton. Hamilton hits both of them. Clippers trail by 4. West outside. Dishes to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from West. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Hamilton, and Jordan sends it back. Defended by Crowder. Kicks it to Reed. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Hamilton left side. He kicks it to Jefferson. Now the dish to Mack. It's Rip Hamilton on the win. The 3. That's good. Mack's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Reed a screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
There's a good screen. Screen by Jefferson. Rodman against Crawford, the 17-footer. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Rockets. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Clippers, 5.5 games behind.
And right now for the Clippers, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
Here's Hamilton. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Hamilton outside. Back to Jefferson. No one near him. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Mack, no luck. The Clippers in the lead. To the paint. Outside Jordan. Beyond the arc. That's good. Jordan's got 6.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Jefferson. That's tipped. It's Jordan on the wing. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Shot's good. Crawford's got his first points in this one.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle, here's West. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. Struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down.
And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Clippers on top as they end the first quarter on a 15-5 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Thomas. Zach Randolph is out there with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Then it's Anthony. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. Johnson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Crawford. And there's the pass to Johnson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Cleveland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Jamal Crawford, shooting 1.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Adams against Ilgauskas. 6 to shoot. And it's Johnson penetrating. And the shot is good.
Magic Johnson.
Johnson's got 10.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. In the corner, it's Crawford. Young trying to break free. No good off the front iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas from outside the arc. The Clippers rebound. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Thomas dishes to Randolph. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Cavaliers foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far? for the Clippers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And so he hits both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Crawford kicks to Johnson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Against a lesser team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But play that way against a good team, and you end up with an ugly result that they had.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Crawford outside. Back to Johnson. Shot from 12. And that one's good. Johnson's got 14.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. Averaging 17 points per game, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Anthony up on top. Antetokounmpo defending. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. Finish off the break. Thomas got his first basket. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Johnson kicks to Young. No good. He missed it. Brings him to 3 for 8 this game. Here's Thomas, and the layup's good off the glass.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Screen by Young. Johnson outside. Adams right side. Young outside. Again, Young missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Back to Anthony. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo, and they're pushing it up. Here's Crawford. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Crawford's got 5 points so far. Clippers leading by 5. Thomas kicks to Anthony. Passes it to Randolph. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Thomas kicks to Ilgauskas. Anthony down low, defended by Young. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball.
So the other on his heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Johnson kicks to Young. Uncovered. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Clippers leading by 3. Thomas passes to Anthony. Pass to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. 5 to shoot. Thomas dishes to Carmelo. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Young, and Richard Hamilton has subbed in for Jamal Crawford. The Clippers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Johnson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now the feed to Hamilton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing with some arc, and it's good on the layup.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Johnson against Rodman. Takes it from 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead. Thomas passes to Anthony. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Adams' shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Hamilton against Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Off the pick. No good from Hamilton. Clippers leading by 4. Now Thomas. He feeds it to Carmelo. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 7 for him tonight.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Hamilton dishes to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Thomas, here we go. Misses in close. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Hamilton with it. Now Anthony defending. Jordan against Johnson. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hamilton. To the inside. Johnson gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Anthony sets the pick for Thomas. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. 4th, the Clippers.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mack comes in for Johnson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. West is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Hamilton outside. Jefferson, a screen on Jordan. Hamilton against Jordan. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Richard Hamilton, shooting 1.
Here's Jefferson, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo, 5 on the clock, and Jordan sends it back. Second shot opportunity, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. 3 on 3. Here's West. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Matt. He's guarded by Thomas. To the middle. It's tipped. Reed with the steal. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's West. Again, Los Angeles.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Antetokounmpo against Jordan. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hamilton. Screen by Jefferson. Shot off the screen. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Richard Hamilton.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Thomas passes to West. Fires it up. Again, Los Angeles. 40 seconds left here in the second. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. It's stolen by Rodman.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead. Jordan against Hamilton. The 10-footer.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
The first free throw is good. Hamilton hits both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
And here is Los Angeles now. Thomas dishes to Jordan. From deep. And we finished one half of basketball. Clippers lead by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We're doing that, and we're just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Antetokounmpo is out there with Young. Then there's Richard Hamilton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Adams, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
To the paint, it's deflected and stolen by Hamilton. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Young. There's a good screen. Shot off the pick. Thomas grabs the board. Right side, Jordan. Shot is off. Good defensive work there by Young. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Hamilton kicks to Johnson. Back to Hamilton. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
The drive by Jordan.
Oh! Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Young's shot is off.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Thomas, good.
A beautiful pass that time from MJ.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Johnson outside. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Thomas kicks to Ilgauskas. Thomas passes to Carmelo. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson dishes to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Thomas. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Thomas is running. Tries again. And Anthony lays it in. Anthony's got 22 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jordan against Hamilton. Left side, Adams. Young, a good look. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 9. Jordan kicks to Thomas. Ilgauskas against Young. Young with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Hamilton the pass to Johnson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Left side Adams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Chance to look at some stats for Antetokounmpo. His last 10 games, he's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Kicks to Jordan. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Can't connect from short range.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
He's guarded by Johnson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony, 4th.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
At 11. Shoots a fader. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jordan kicks to Ilgauskas. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for the Clippers. Johnson dishes to Crawford. Hamilton the pass to Johnson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Young sets a screen for Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Good D by Jordan.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
The Cavaliers pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson outside. Baseline try. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Johnson against Thomas. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Young. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. And that's 10 points here for Thaddeus Young.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Young, a screen on Thomas. Johnson kicks to Young, shoots from the high post, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Al Jefferson's checked in for Adams. Crowder comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Hamilton. And then for the Clippers, Reed comes in for Ilgauskas. And it's Rodman in for Anthony. And Randolph drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Now here's Crowder. Rodman covering. Crowder dishes to Jefferson. To the paint. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He has 12 points and 1 steal as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. David West, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Both good from the line that time.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Clippers leading by 3. Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
There's the dish to Crowder. Mack, the pass to Johnson. Jefferson setting the pick for Johnson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Magic Johnson, shooting 1.
And Mack kicks to Crowder, and he gets it to go. Crowder's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Reed. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Reed no good on the free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Johnson dishes to Jefferson. Can't hit from 12. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. They get it back. No good from Jordan.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Johnson outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
Magic Johnson, shooting 1.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's Mack, guarded by Jordan. Johnson up top. Just 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd rebound on the night. Feeds it to Jordan. It's stolen by Johnson. The pass to Mack. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Clippers in the lead. Rodman passes to Thomas. Reed a screen on Johnson. Thomas goes in. Here's Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Cavaliers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. 4th in field goal percentage, 5th in steals. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And they've obviously been one of the elite shooting teams in the league, taking a very disciplined approach offensively, and they have the field goal percentage to prove it.
And Mack kicks to Crowder, and he slams it one-handed.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Stolen by Magic. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. He nails it, and we're tied up. Johnson's got 26 points.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Outside Thomas. West a screen on Johnson. Pocket 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Mack. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Mack's got his second bucket of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 16 points here for Thaddeus Young.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Outside Jordan, 6 on the shot clock to end the run. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
No problem knocking that one down. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
West with a wide open look. Hits from the high post. West has got 8 points. Cleveland leading by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Screen by Young. Johnson against Thomas. Young outside. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Jordan has it in the corner. Crowder with the steal. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Cavaliers leading, and the Clippers looking at who they've got. Thomas is out there with Jordan. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Ilgauskas in at the center position.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Randolph a screen. Anthony dishes to Thomas. Randolph passes to Ilgauskas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Here's Anthony. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Anthony's got 26 points. Thomas against Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Isaiah Thomas.
And what a tremendous game for Johnson. 28 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 6. Randolph sets a screen for Thomas. To the left wing. Randolph, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 7 points for Zach Randolph. Cavaliers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Johnson kicks to Crowder. Johnson the screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Adams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Cleveland, Steven Adams. At the line for 2.
The throw good, Adams. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Johnson kicks to Hamilton. Back to Johnson. Hamilton dishes to Johnson. And another miss by Cleveland. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Thomas with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Randolph, a screen on Johnson. Thomas passes to Randolph. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Randolph's got 4 this quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Misses from short range. An even 3-on-3 break. Adams' shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Hamilton against Jordan. Pass to Anthony. Outside for Randolph. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. Anthony can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 5. In the corner, Crowder with it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Thomas kicks to Ilgauskas. Kicked by Randolph. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From 20 feet out. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And it's Ilgauskas missing. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, Antetokounmpo on this one. He's got 8 points and 2 blocks.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers trail by 8. Thomas with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. The 3 from Anthony. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Thomas kicks to Jordan. The shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Magic Johnson. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Johnson drops them both.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Thomas against Johnson. Crowder with the steal. And here is Johnson. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Here's Adams, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half, and that's exactly what they're doing. Looking at the game Adams has been having, 8 rebounds and 11 points.
And that one misses. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Jordan. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that's 18 points for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Johnson with it. They set the pick. Johnson double teamed. The drive by Adams. No luck. Excellent D there from Anthony. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Randolph. and misses it off the right side of the rim. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Johnson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Off the pick. Rebound by the Clippers. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randolph can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Johnson off the left rim and out.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Here's Randolph, count it from 12. Randolph's got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Here's Johnson. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got 16 points here in the second half.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Back to Randolph. The feed to Ilgauskas. Takes it from 10. Nice jump shot. Good. Ilgauskas has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Johnson. Hamilton outside, inside. Adams dishes to Hamilton. Sweet move, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
Boy, a good night so far for Hamilton. 13 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. Young's checked in. Reedy's checked in for the Clippers. Hamilton hits both of them. Clippers trail by 10. Now Thomas, Reed a screen, and Jordan has it in the corner. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Zach Randolph drops them both.
So far in the game for Randolph, he has 15 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
Hamilton outside. He feeds it to Young. Lets a floater go. Some solid defense from Reed. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Jordan. A clear look for Randolph. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Good work defensively by Anthony. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Here's Jordan. Good on the 13-footer. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Another miss by Young. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Jordan kicks to Anthony. Jordan against Johnson. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jordan. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Johnson up top. He's guarded by Thomas. Taken away by Anthony. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. Deflects the pass and stolen by Jordan. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his third assist on the night.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
So it's Cleveland with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Johnson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Adams.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Steven Adams. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. A shot by Jordan, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. They set the screen. Hamilton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get back on track. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
Anthony drawing the double team. The drive by Randolph.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. You would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Clippers shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Thomas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Magic Johnson picks one up.
You look at what Thomas has done so far. 10 points and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Young. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Jordan kicks to Anthony. Dishes it to Reed. Buries it. Here's Johnson. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Antetokounmpo kicks to Young. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Hamilton. And here's Johnson outside. Knocks down the trifecta.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And now they foul and stop the clock. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Just got that.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
David, this was a game not for the faint of heart. How did you guys play through the physicality?
Yeah, you know, it's a bunch of smart guys in this locker room. You know, guys know time and place. You know, we want to be aggressive, but also want to be smart with it. So, you know, the game got a little chippy, but by that time we had a good lead.
Congratulations, David. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. Look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've gotten spoiled. But we shouldn't fail to appreciate what he has been able to do tonight. He was spectacular. When he doesn't try to do too much, Carmelo Anthony is absolutely lethal. And he had it going tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.